north of 50%. Lynx at 28-7. Number 1 in the WNBA as Collier rises up and gets fouled on the shot attempt by Young.
Are comfortable switching, and especially with Jackie Young guarding taller players.
Collier 7 points, 3 rebounds in that first half. Tasked with defending A'ja Wilson, forcing a lot of those high catches, but we've seen A'ja Wilson much faster with her decision making. And you go back to, though, Napheesa Collier and just her ability to bounce back so efficiently after the ankle surgeries. And Tiffany, you had a chance.
Some of the good things this offense is doing, like the effort, those 12 second chance points that they had. But she said she likes what she's seeing from the group.
I mean, I think they're forcing everyone to be a good passer, and the Aces are just taking what the defense gives them. I've certainly seen an improvement in the ball and player movement.
As the defense, for example, force you to make the one good play you have to, and it feels like the Aces are finding that good play each time.
To make the right play and consistently. You can't get tired of making the right play, and Becky Hammon told us selfishness cannot be a thing.
Lynx. Miles sees the hard hedge from Smith. Smith sprinting back to Howard. Collier puts it on the deck. A little show and go, and goes glass against Wilson.
Yeah. And then takes that extra step.
First 4 points of the half belong to Napheesa Collier, and again the quick decision making is, and Wilson aware of how Collier will try to crowd that airspace. Elite players and defenders, both Collier and Wilson. Wilson this time falls to the floor, and if that's against...
And draws the foul.
So Coffey will head to the scorer's table. Well, CBS Wednesday, September 23rd, survive. And Wilson nets the second free throw, now up to 21 points in this game. Her 26th 20-plus point game this year.
Exceptional.
It's the consistency of A'ja Wilson that Becky Hammon praises when she talks about her greatness. She just does it day in and day out. Howard reverses it. McBride, Talbot blocked it, and the Aces force the stop. Here they come. Young stops on a dime, lets the three fly off the front of the rim. McBride in transition, wheeling and dealing behind the back. Howard has all sorts of space, backing down, and there is not much you can do against that.
Little shoulder fake.
Howard, such capable scorers in the paint.
It's a fun matchup between those two. I mean, they're physical, aggressive, and high IQ players.
Wilson rolls, catches the two-pointer off target, but look at Smith just move furniture out of the way and claim the... Great saying that A'ja's misses should be passes for Nalissa Smith, and that is a foul as Talbot runs into...
Forces the defense to react, but more importantly, when you set a good screen, when your timing, your angles, and the physicality are correct, you're forcing the defense to make a decision. Are they helping or are they staying with you? And great shooters, oftentimes he was playing, I think of Steph Curry in the way that they set screens and know that when they catch the defender lacking or they get another teammate open, they're also going to be rewarded as a shooter.
4 players in double figures for Minnesota as McBride is now up to 10 points, hits all 3 free throws. And the last component about that with McBride, it expands to a 5-point lead now for Minnesota. A chance to put on even more points this possession. McBride to Howard, the catch on the extended block. Banging shoulders with Smith. Howard can't connect. The paint we've seen here in the second half. Young dancing around the Wilson screen. Young float game, bounces off. Smith, another offensive rebound. No whistle that time. Williams 3-on-2. McBride, the handle, dumps it off. Howard, no good. Ball batted around. It's McBride that comes down with it. Miles, the catch. Quick closeout from Young. Miles in the paint, puts it in, and it bounces in.
Yeah, defense.
Offensive possession here for the Aces as the Lynx are starting to pull away. Bunny pass here to Talbot in the corner, in and out 3. Smith can't get it. Coffey pulls in the rebound.
Well, that's a look that you want. It's hot potato. It's a westing the mid-range.
Young uses the rescreen, passes to Wilson, reverses to Gray, just a little too high. And wanted to see from her is making the quick pass when that defensive pressure would come, especially a second help defender. And Howard going to be fouled. Foul. And a miscommunication as Young bounced it away. McBride came up with the ball.
And isn't that the story that Becky Hammon told us at halftime? Like beating themselves sometimes.
Miles sees 2 defenders, retreats the dribble, pass to the corner, and Coffey making a triple shot, and a lead extended to 10 for Minnesota. They're 1 of 6 with 3 turnovers to start this third quarter.
think better spacing is what's necessary right now.
Gray, pass to Smith. Smith pumping. Coffee blocked that in midair. What a defensive play from Coffee. Throws up the stop.
Season before Napheesa Collier came back. She is playing like a starter right now.
As Cheryl Reeves said, no drop-off defensively when she goes to her bench. Howard has all the time in the world, rises up, popcorns out, and it's Lloyd that has wrestled to the floor, and that bench. Gray, stop and pop, rolls out. Tough shooting quarter continues for the Aces, now 1 of 7.
Well, Chelsea Grace, she knows 9 times out of 10, that's going down and the other way.
Williams, contested jumper, no good. Asia, another. Young throws it off the thigh, but at the angle goes back to McBride behind the back. Getting a little.
I wouldn't have either.
Howard, the dive. Ball gets kicked around. Asia tries to save it off the foot of Williams. The Aces will try to polish this game back up. Gray around the screen. Gray slapped at in midair. I think Williams got a hand on the ball. Wilson pops free, and that's going to be an illegal screen against Lloyd. So another turnover, the shots that we're accustomed to hitting. And the shot's certainly not falling here in the third. McBride reverses it. Miles, 4-3 off the front of the rim. Rebound to Young. Yes, they've busted on their last couple of possessions. Young flips a pass to Wilson. Gray in the corner. Lloyd for 3 off the front of the rim. Wilson there to follow it up and picks up the foul.
I think the Aces got to play with a little bit more pace, but like Becky Hammond told us, it only starts with defensive stops. I'd love to see Jackie Young a little bit, but they need defense first.
Wilson with 24 points. Juhas hounded. Crowd thought it was a travel. McBride flips it to the corner. Coffee defended by Wilson. Coffee puts it on the floor. They're going to get Wilson for the foul as Coffee was ripping through. And now Coffee is fighting through some offensive woes at the moment. You're 2 for 11. You're getting some decent looks, and that'll be an offensive foul. Juhas called for it. Young with 8 points, 3 of 8 from the field. Flares a pass, and Wilson, her free quarter, picking up her 4th foul. So the Lynx going to their bench to help defend A'ja Wilson. Well, let's take a look at the upcoming WNBA National TV WNBA app. Wilson now 25 points, 6 assists, make that 26 points.
Game. I mean, hunting her shots, getting it in her spots, and like you said, giving it up, trusting her teammates will get it back to her in better positions.
It's been a mini 5-0 run for the Aces. Yamamoto checking back into the game as Caldwell flips it over to Miles. 5 to shoot. Lynx have to hurry. Miles one-on-one. The step back over Lloyd, no good. Long rebound. Juhas. Wilson screening for Young. Young with Caldwell defending. Pulls it out with 8 to shoot. Guard to guard screen. A'ja catches it. 3 to shoot. Wilson, Coffee all over her. Wilson rises up and picks up the foul, and we'll get on that victory over the Mystics. Back-to-back home wins against Washington. 10 minutes left in this one. She's going to get one more push for it here in the 4th quarter as she catches her breath. Gray with Miles defending. Lloyd trying to get open, and Williams is going to be called for the foul as she grabbed the jersey. And Williams, Yamamoto draws 2, picks up the dribble, looking inside, flares a pass to Smith, and that's going to be a foul on Howard. Howard with Gray looking to take her time, creates some separation, flips it out to Lloyd. Another shot clock winding down. Williams closes the space. Lloyd goes glass for 2.
Lloyd right there.
Cuts the deficit to 8. Lloyd defending Williams. Collier back in the game with those 4 fouls. Collier sets the screen, rolls. Lloyd switches on to her. Caldwell comes off the screen, and Lloyd gets a hand on it, points. 7 Miles has to get it in. Collier had it stripped out of her hands, and that's a shot clock violation. There's still a handful of games back trying to chase them.
Well, Minnesota, one of the best teams in the league on the road. They've had the momentum.
Minnesota forces the turnover. They're 14-2 on the road this year. It's set a franchise record if they win tonight with 15 road victories. Miles, the killer crossover. That ball kicked out of bounds by Turner.
Some of these.
Williams, the pass to Howard. Too fast as it slips out of her hands, and that'll be disappointed with the result the last 2 years. Got eliminated by Phoenix in the semifinals last year when Collier got injured. The year before that, games. And Yamamoto hits the 3, her second
Stretch the defense, focus on someone else.
Caldwell, backdoor cut, flips it over to Williams. Williams, the jumper, no good. Turner the rebound. A chance here for the Aces to continue this run. Inside, Smith, what a catch, a turn and a finish. Las Vegas right back in this game.
We're working on it.
Well, right now it's a 3-stroke lead here for Minnesota over the Aces. McBride from outside, no good, and Lloyd with more action and another.
The Aces are playing with, they're flowing into it a bit more.
Gray will use the Turner screen. Collier defending Gray. Gray creates the separation, fading away.
They could operate in the mid-range.
Collier catch and fire three, strings.
Caught the ball and shot it, way too easy.
10th made 3 of the game for the Lynx. Gray, the response, off the rim, pulled down by Miles. Asia Wilson at the scorer's table, getting set to enter. Jackie Young steps up as well. Collier looking to go back-to-back, copy paste. 6 straight points for Nafisa. And in the paint, right now they're not passing on the perimeter.
Yeah, she wanted her team to have A+ defense in terms of defending the 3 and about a B+ in terms of the paint. And the 3 is where they're lacking right now.
Lloyd, another open look from the corner. Can't connect, and the 3-point shooting has... Collier, and that's a travel. McBride wasn't looking. Collier was trying to find McBride.
Yeah, I thought it...
This has just been a completely different half offensively for the Aces. They had 15 assists in the first half, just 3 so far in the second. And Lloyd's going to get bumped as she's trying to cut. That foul will go against Miles. So Olivia Miles.
And getting the work done, whether there's a play ran for her or not. I think they need to hunt her.
She's 6 of 10 with 13 points. 5 to shoot, and there is Smith. And that foul, if it goes against Collier, that'll be her. Take advantage of Collier's hot hand being on the bench. Young able to catch it, goes inside to Smith once more. Coffey defending, Smith goes up, Coffey able to respond. Smith one more time, able to beat the clock and puts it in for 2.
If at first you base and scoring, I'm telling you, they need to go back to her.
Smith now with 15 points. Miles, Young defending her. Howard will set the screen. Smith switches out to Miles. Miles goes baseline, up and under, flips a pass deflected by Gray. And they're gonna rule double-double of the season. Miles trying to beat the shot clock, flips it up off the back heel. Howard, what a massive offensive rebound.
Amongst 4 aces in the lane.
Miles for 3, it checks up short. Smith wrestled to the floor, and that's gonna be off the foot of the... As it split a couple of defenders.
Hey, what, Lynx already up to 4 fouls in this one. Aces with 0.
Williams nearly gambled on that one. Lloyd, shot clock at 8. Here comes Asia to set the screen. Her dad pointing on the floor where she sets the screen. The 3 off the front of the rim. The shots start to come up short here in the 4th quarter. Late in the game and late in the season. Miles to Coffey. Williams sets her feet off the front of the rim again. Follows the miss. Goes glass for 2. They lead the league in second chance points. They have 16 second chance points so far. And they have 6 players in double figures.
They crash every single time.
Wilson the catch. Howard defending. Wilson, the jab step, lost the handle nearly to the corner. Young for 3. Rolls out. Smith again. Pulls down the rebound. Slapped away though. The quick hands. And then a foul from Coffey as Smith was standing up. And they're going to take a second look at this. As now listen, the Aces are in the bonus with 4:08 left in this game.
Yeah, they need to play on attack mode and take advantage of the whistle.
Smith 15 points, 11 rebounds. This is a key acquisition at the trade deadline for the Aces last year. Las Vegas rattled off 16 straight wins. Would go on to Minnesota for the most all time. The Lynx looking for an unprecedented 5th title as Smith hits them both. Odds in the favor of the Aces when she gets back into this game.
I give it 1 more minute.
Howard the screen. Smith switches again onto Miles.
Look at Howard.
We've seen Miles. Oh, the change of pace blows right by her.
Tasha Howard cleared out once she saw her driving so she would have a lane.
We've seen Miles shoot the 3 twice and make it in the first quarter on that mismatch a couple of times. Gray draws 3, kicks it to Smith. Back to Gray, 5 to shoot. Chelsea Gray rises up for 2, able to hit it.
to take one step back so she can elevate.
5-point lead for Minnesota. Another classic matchup between the Lynx and Aces. Miles crossover. Oh, she wants to take this game over. Another silky smooth drive.
Now she knows.
21 points for Miles. She has scored north of 20 points in every game against the Aces this season. Gray flips it to Smith. Smith left all alone. Wilson reverses it to Lloyd. Lloyd back to Wilson. Wilson, a pass to nowhere, but Young catches up. Aces all out of sorts. Lloyd for three, cashes in.
And late.
Miles has the last two buckets. The three from Miles off the back of the rim. Wilson controls the 2.5 minutes left. Gray, the drive against Miles. Gray scoops it up, takes the contact. It's Smith once again fighting for the rebound. No whistle.
That's a great drive.
Miles defended by Wilson initiates the contact, and she'll go to the free throw line.
One call, Jordan.
It's a tough exchange in a two-score game with 2:04 left.
Gray and Wilson, see what the defense does, make them choose wrong.
Aces starting to run out of chips. They got to win a couple of hands here. They flip the pass to Wilson. Wilson strong catch. Young back to Gray for three. Off the front of the rim. Rebound controlled by Collier.
That was the look. Run it better.
They'll take a Chelsea Gray three from there anytime. Miles with Wilson defending. They go inside to Collier. Collier wrapped up by Talbot. It's just the second team foul from the Aces. They've got just over 90 seconds left in this game, so Minnesota can chew a little clock here. Miles, the drive. Miles flips it up. No good. Talbot comes crashing over for the rebound. Minnesota. The home team has won both of these matchups so far this season. Wilson working against Howard. Wilson out to Lloyd. 8 to shoot. Wilson in that pass. That's going to be a foul against Howard. Howard line to go along with 7 rebounds. Hits the first. So for Minnesota, you're going to have a 2-possession lead regardless of this free throw. What are you looking for offensively, knowing that the clock is your friend?
Yeah,
to Miles. See what Cheryl Reeve, the all-time winningest coach in W history, drew up during that timeout. Howard the catch. Collier flashes. Talbot got a hand on it. Under a minute left, 13. They put Talbot in the game in place of Smith. Talbot again gets a hand on it. The Aces wrestle it away.
He's been solid defensively.
Las Vegas, they need a bucket here. Under 50 seconds left. Asia, the catch, dumps it off to Young. Young chases it down. Talbot for three. Off the rim, Collier comes in, secures the board. 18 seconds separating shot and game clock now. McBride trapped in the corner. The trap closes. Ball's loose. Howard controls, taps it to Williams. And a timeout called by Cheryl Rock. Aces look to show the trap. Williams quickly fouled by Young. And so with 6 shooting 31%. Courtney Williams hits the first free throw. And just big time rebounds from Minnesota when they need to close out a possession. It's been Collier that has been right there in traffic securing the ball.
You know this, when you fight in a heavyweight, you got to throw multiple punches in multiple directions, and they had it all today. Plus, that was huge. I would describe her as the X factor.
Young for three. It's no good. Wilson trying to fight for the board. Lloyd gets it. Talbot flares it over to Gray. Time dwindling, under 15 seconds now. Gray, the three, and a timeout call. Some of those were fouls. Here are the Aces to inbound. Young, the catch, back to Gray. Here's the three to have the lead. It's good. We got a 3-point game with 10.7 remaining. Minnesota with one timeout remaining. Beats, and she returned to the lineup for the Lynx. Has gone north of 15 points and 5 rebounds in every game. That right there, her 18th point to go along with 6 rebounds. And only a reset timeout for Las Vegas. It's now a 2-possession lead for Minnesota. 5-point lead for the Lynx, 8.3 remaining. Hammond will call the reset. You've just mouthed, same play, be on the lookout for that. And the pass goes cross court out of bounds, and it'll be Minnesota.
It's their response. They have the best response of anyone in the league. When things get tough, when teams go on runs, when teams build momentum, they have a response to get things back on their side.
And the Lynx will leave Las Vegas